All right, guys, what's up? It is Vlad Poppy again. It's been a while since I've made a video talking about anything or anything that's happened in my life, but I'm going to try to change that. And like I said, I'm going to try to become a lot more consistent making these videos because I relate to some point. It's like I have too much stuff going on through my head where I just have to say something. I can't just type it on Twitter anymore. I forget the character. What is it? 300 characters. 300 characters. Just can't do it anymore. Like my mind is too crazy just to sit on thoughts because like I get tired of hearing all these freaking idiots just voice their opinions and just give more BS to the rest of the world and the black community and just poison everything. But I'm gonna get to this. I'm not gonna drag on. Here we go. So right now there is a I'm not gonna say controversy, but there is a conversation going on regarding black people's solidarity with Palestine and voting in this upcoming election. Now, if you guys already follow me on Twitter, you guys know I'm very vocal about, the whole situation in Palestine. Not the way that you think I would, but I'm very vocal on it. I'm very vocal on, the upcoming election, a lot of things. And I'm going to just say this. We as black Americans owe nobody a damn thing. Nothing. No one. Especially not no damn Arabs. Now, people are going to disagree with me. A lot of the communists, the Marxists, and stuff like that, they're going to be like, disagree, but the Black Panther Party was cool with Arabs and Algeria, and Malcolm X was cool with the Palestinians, and Huey P. Newton took a picture with two Palestinian niggas a long time in the 60s ago. What does that do for us now? Where has Palestinian solidarity got us? What benefit does standing up against this genocide, and I'm putting that in quotations. I don't care. People are gonna get disagree and be like, oh, you're cool, so you're cool with children dying and stuff. No, you're cool with innocent civilians dying. No, but I'm not gonna label it a genocide. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna give into that controversy wording. That emotional wording and everything of this whole situation. What I would call it personally, and I said this before, Israel and Palestine is a blood feud. It is a blood feud. Is one of the longest running world blood feuds going on, all the way back to the Bible. Now, whether if you want to say the people of Israel today are the true Jews and stuff like that, I know I have the Hebrew Israelites and even the white Israelites, stuff like that, think they're the Israelites of the Bible and everything. So, regardless if you believe this or not, this whole conflict goes back very, very far. We all know how Muslims feel about, and I'm not saying this for all Muslims, I'm not going to attack any of my Muslim followers, but I'm just going to put it as it is. We know how Muslims, specifically Arab Muslims, feel about Christians. We know about how they feel about Jews. We are aware of this. This is not, I know people are going to be like, oh, well, there's historical context where Jews and Arabs and or Muslims have lived together before. Yes, and there's also been massacres, multiple massacres. Christians get lynched like it's 1895 in freaking in parts of the Middle East. There are villages, Christian villages, that get burned down all the time. But going back to Israel and Palestine, like, this is a blood feud. This is not just going to go away with just a little bit of legislation, some what they call POC solidarity. POC solidarity. Oh, by the way, I don't go for that POC shit. I don't consider myself a POC. I never call myself a POC. I'm Black American, African American, whatever you want to call it. I don't go by all these new age terminologies, and I don't pit myself in a rainbow coalition because I know how the world works. There is no rainbow coalition. Nobody cares about black people, especially black Americans. We could go fucking extinct and the rest of the world be like, no one's gonna care. Black Americans, we have to worry about our own shit, our own house, our own backyard. We live in America. All this shit about you want to see America fall, you want to see us get invaded by Russia and China because you guys think they're going to come here and be oh, a black American. I've been wanting to say it for so long. Me and my friend Ivan and back in Moscow, we've always been asking how can we help the African American. No, that's not what they're thinking about. You know what they're thinking about? How can I use the African American to help further my cause and destroy America? That's what they're thinking. I know this is uncomfortable to talk about. We want to think Russia and China got our backs and Palestine got our backs because a long time ago, back in the '60s, when not everyone, when a lot of black people were, or at least the black revolutionaries were adopting communism and Marxism and socialism, that tied us in with these groups. So yes, you'll have the Palestinians who were to a certain degree agreeing with socialism and Marxism. You had China, you had the Russians. But that does not mean they just cared about niggas. Everyone uses people to a certain degree for an end, especially black people, because we oftentimes are not the ones getting the best deal in the bargain. Hell, sometimes we're not even getting any bargain. Niggas just there for participation. We participating. We don't get nothing out of this. I am so freaking sick and tired of all these black people telling us if you don't stand up for Palestine, you are. Wait, let me change the voice. Let me do a little bit more blacker. I'm sorry. Hey man, if you don't stand up for the Palestinians, man, you disgracing the ancestors, man. The ancestors wasn't like that, man. You gotta stand up for justice everywhere. MLK said, "Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere." I don't give a damn what MLK said. All respect due to the brother. I don't care. He's dead. So is Malcolm. So is Huey. We saw how shit. You know how fucking Huey went. The man got fucking shot outside of a goddamn crack house in Oakland. All this POC solidarity, where the fuck has it gotten us? Oh, the Palestinians, they stood with us during Ferguson. They taught us how to deal with tear gas. You telling me niggas have never dealt with tear gas? They didn't have tear gas in the 1960s? During the Watts riots, during the Detroit riots, during, just the riots after MLK was fucking assassinated? We never dealt with tear gas. We don't know how to deal with tear gas. Milk and shit and, whatever and, bakalvas and ski masks and shit. We don't know how to deal with tear gas. We needed the Palestinians for that. Bull fucking shit. I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing that fucking excuse. I'm tired of niggas taking Malcolm X's quotes about Palestine and shoving it in my face. And if Malcolm X did for it, you gotta do it too. Nigga, no I don't. Malcolm X, for all his greatness and, mystique, I guess, if you want to say, great person. Word, even though I disagree with some of his methods, word, 100% applicable today. Still applies. Ballot and the Bullet, one of my favorite things ever. Ballot or the Bullet, one of my favorite speeches ever. But Malcolm X's way of doing things is old school. I mean, not old school. It's old. It's outdated. That shit sounded good. POC solidarity at at that point in time sounded good. Hell, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have went for it too. At some point, I was like, yeah, down for Israel, down Israel, freedom Palestine, fuck the IDF, all that shit. Then one day I grew up, I was like, wait a minute. You can't just shoot at somebody and expect them not to shoot back. You can't launch a massacre and expect for people not to want to get back. And that's one thing I've always given about the Israelis or Jews. They get back for their own people. You fuck them, they're gonna fuck you twice. They're gonna make you fucking feel it. You slash one of their heads off, they're gonna take off 10 of yours. Now I'm not with they bombed this daycare at their school, but still at the end of the day, what I'm saying is like I give it to I understand. You're protecting your own. I wish niggas cared about themselves this much. I really do. I really wish black people moved like Jews. I used to be against this whole entire idea, but I was like, you know what? I'm tired of us aligning ourselves with groups that don't do shit for us, that haven't gotten nowhere, and us adopting their ways of life and thinking. I'm going to go back to this. Also touches back on to when I was saying black people always wishing bad in America. Nigga, you are not going anywhere. If shit jumps off here, where are you gonna go? You gonna run to Africa? You gonna run to the place where you think your ancestors were at? You gonna run to some random ass place? You be like, this is where my ancestors was at, dog. This is where I gotta run. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, is this what we're going to do? Do you guys think it makes you edgy, hardcore, revolutionary, or smart, for any other words, to wish bad on where you live? I know we're gonna say, but they brought us here as slaves. Yes, I'm fucking aware of that. I am not one of those people who forgets the past. I don't dwell on it all the time. I'm not gonna be actively bothered by it. But I do not forgive and I don't forget. That's one thing. I do not forget. And I don't forgive. But that does not mean I go through all my life, with an imaginary AK-47 on my chest and a fucking beret and or some kind of, bucket hat, camo bucket hat and shit. That's not me. Like, maybe mentally, I probably have some kind of, I do have like a revolutionary mindset. I'm not going for all the bullshit. I'm not, going to bow down. But at the same time, I understand that America is still important to me. I live here. This is where my ancestors are at. They fought here. They died. I have ancestors that had fought in the fucking Revolutionary War all the way up until now. Well, when no one's fighting currently, but you get what I'm saying. Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War One. Fuck, I don't know Spanish American War, but shit, we have been there. My family has been there. I am not throwing this away for some solidarity for a bunch of people who have not done anything for us. I do not care about the George Floyd murals in Gaza. I do not care. They are shitty, and it is more of a fucking insult to George Floyd when I see a fucking mural of him surrounded by hard hands, like he fucking went out peacefully. He got fucking kneeled to death. George Floyd was fucking kneeled to death. No amount of fucking pussy ass, garbage ass, booty murals in any place. I don't give a fuck if it was in goddamn Legos. It does fucking nothing. It means nothing. Solidarity. Let me relax, but still, like, fucking solidarity in those shapes and forms means fucking nothing. I'm not denying maybe they don't care, they didn't feel for the guy, but this shit, it's emotional fucking blackmailing. George Floyd is not the end all be all of black struggle and black rights and issues, and a fucking mural does not entitle you to black American solidarity. If you want to stand for Palestine, go ahead. That's fine. I'm not going to, hound people about it. But what I will say is stop with the fucking fear mongering. Stop with the bullshit about, if we don't support Palestine, if we don't, whatever the fuck they have planned on going, whatever the fuck is the fucking end goal of all these protests and complaining and fucking gaslighting that people do, whatever the fucking goal, it is not going to be solved by us. Unless you niggas are going to arm up and run and launch a fucking ground and air invasion of Israel. And we know you niggas are not doing that. I have never seen black people go this hard for their own selves than they do for fucking Palestine. The way you niggas talk about Palestinians, you would think that they was there with us in 1619. No, it's just been us. And it's just been us throughout every fucking age where we thought some fucking group was going to ally themselves with us and help us out in the end, but we were stuck fucking holding the bill. Everybody look at their shit. What about us? The Palestinians, some Palestinians fucking come here. They living better than us. They living better than you. And you've been here since 1700. Your family been here since 1700. I'm sorry, I don't want to say like I'm just ranting and being all over the place. Like, this is just like how fucking pissed off I get. Like, The other day, like you had some chick on TikTok. I'm not sure if she was like Hispanic or Middle Eastern or something, calling Black Americans colonizers because we're part of the American Empire because we fought in wars that they might not have agreed with, that they thought were unjust against their governments and their societies. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Hell, my grandfather fought in fucking Vietnam. Damaged him mentally. I wish he didn't. I wish Vietnam never fucking happened. But I am not going to trade in my American citizenship for an imaginary coalition. America is important to me. It should be important to every other Black American. Unless there is some fucking place that we can migrate to, all 42 or 45 million of us, guess what? We don't have it. If this shit goes down, guess what? We're here. We're going to be right in the mix of it. Like that picture, I don't know what the picture is, but it's like the fucking Vandals, or is it the barbarians sacking Rome, and it's like that. I don't know. I forget the fucking painting. But nigga, that's going to be us. If that happens, we're going to be there. So you talking all this shit about, you want America to burn and go down and fuck the U.S. military, and you want to see U.S. soldiers die and shit like that because you've been cooked up by the fucking revolutionary ideology and to a certain degree Black revolutionary ideology, Pan-Africanism, and just overall fucking hatred of America where you think that shit is cool. Cool, fine. I would love to fucking see what happens if the fucking Chinese were successful in invading America. I would love to see how fucking successful everybody is after they fucking, just destroy a city with a bombing campaign or strategic missile strikes. Oh, where are you gonna run then? You gonna run that? You gonna run to Africa? Nigga, you don't have a passport. Everybody doesn't have passports. That doesn't mean niggas don't travel, but not everybody has passports. A lot of niggas travel within the state, travel within the country. How do you know when shit's gonna jump off? How do you know that they're not gonna close down the borders, close down the freaking passport office? Because let me tell you something, they may not have been able to do that shit in Ukraine. Oh, but America could definitely pull that shit off. And best believe the fucking Mexican government and Canadian government would definitely expedite your ass. They would not be fucking around. You are not just gonna run somewhere and be like, yeah, man, I was able to get away from the draft, man. The rest of the niggas, they out there fighting, nigga. It ain't me. No, nigga, you gonna be here too. That's not to say you had to make yourself a pawn for America, or that you have to be a Medal of Honor recipient or a Purple Heart recipient. You don't have to do that. But you have to have pride. It is important for Black Americans to have pride in America. We cannot fall for the bullshit to where we become apathetic. Because, nigga, when you become apathetic, you end up not becoming a part of society. You check out of society. Same way in a relationship. You don't care about a bitch no more. A bitch don't care about you. Guess what? You're going to, as they call it nowadays, mentally check out. You're going to still be there, but guess what? You're not going to be engaged. You're going to have one foot out. That is not smart. Because then guess what? You become apathetic to elections. You think electing doesn't matter? Now, nigga, you didn't vote in your local election. Now you got a racist ass police chief. And you talking about, damn, man, I'm getting pulled over every other week. Yes, nigga, you should have voted. Oh, damn, man. Hey, bro, nigga, they closed down the grocery store. Nigga, you should have voted. But no, you want to be apathetic. You said that was white people's shit. You said voting never mattered. Now, nigga, you don't know the three branches of government. Nigga, what's the three branches of government? Shit, nigga, I don't know. That's a lot of niggas right there. That's a lot of niggas. That doesn't mean like people are just fucking stupid. But there's a certain level of ignorance that we have to the affairs of our own country to where we're usually the last ones to find out. We be like, damn, nigga, where was this going on? We supposed to find out about it a long time ago. Well, nigga, we was been telling you. You didn't want to listen. You said that shit never mattered. You said this is a white man's country. I can't do none here, which is complete fucking bullshit. But that's a whole other topic for another day. Israel and Palestine will not end anytime soon. Iran has a vested interest in that region. Other countries have vested interest in that region. But Iran and their funding of all the proxy groups that have already, unfortunately, tied themselves with the Palestinian struggle or the government or whatever and Hamas and everything, that is going to only bring more chaos. This is what happens when you sign deals with people who get you into more bullshit. Well, when Hamas took over and everything, which I've heard stories about Hamas being, an Israeli creation and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into that thing right now because I don't have the paperwork. And yeah, I'm not trying to, be too long with making this video. But, it's just not, this is blood feud. People have died. Thousands of people have died. Grandparents have fought in these wars, been killed in these wars, been hurt, lost property, stuff like that. There's a lot of emotion going within this conflict. It's not just dying over. And it's best if we as African Americans mind our damn business and focus on our affairs here at home. Focus on the hood. Focus on the genocide that's going on in the hood. Focus on, focus on your own community. Focus on bettering yourself. Stop with this superhero complex that we have adopted from all these damn people that we thought had the best ideals for us. I'm sorry. Black Panther Party did a lot of bad to us socially. It wasn't everything that we have ingested in regards to politics, social movements have not been beneficial to us. And one thing that I hate the most is the whole entire myth of people of color solidarity. It doesn't exist, especially for black people. Whether if you're going to be black, American, Caribbean, African, or whatever. It does not exist. We've seen this story time and time again. We know what happens. It's up to us to get it through our heads that we got more trouble at home than other people do. Palestine might disappear, might cease to exist one day. Guess what? Those people are going to be reparated different places. A lot of them are going to be brought here. And guess what? They're going to be living better than you. They're going to be getting more benefits than you. They're going to be having, entire departments allocated to them for their betterment. Where's yours at? But you want to fight every battle. You want to be against America. You want to make yourself a target. You want to get yourself fired from jobs. Black people were getting fired from good jobs, being openly anti-Israel. After all that tap dancing you guys did against Kanye, calling him anti-Semitic, now you niggas was surprised. It was like, damn, these motherfuckers really do run the country. Yes, nigga, they do. Yes, they could really make moves. They could really take your ass out of your job. I'm sorry. I'm not losing a motherfucking job for Palestine by being pro-Palestinian. I'm not going to be that much of an idiot. Because guess what? As a nigga in America, it's already hard enough to come up on a good job like that. You president of a university, Ivy League university, all the other stuff. You have a good, comfy job, making 6 figures. Why would you be stupid? Oh, you got to stand for something, or else you're gonna fall for anything. Shut up! Stop with these damn statements, these speeches and sayings and quotes. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Think for your freaking self. Think for yourself. Do your research on Israel and Palestine. Find out the origins of it. Don't just go for this BS and be like, 1948, United Nations created Israel. They were just fucking niggas up, man. No, man, it goes a lot deeper than that. Do research on Palestinians. Do research on fucking Arabs. Do research on black Palestinians. Find out how many there actually are. Find out how they are treated. Find out how black people are treated in the Middle East. You niggas think Arabs got your friends. Oh, brother, I got another story for you. If you think Arabs have your back and want to see you do good, oh, man. That's not happening. You got a better chance of a hunky wanting to see you do better. Billy Joe Bob will want to see your black ass do better. Be free before the Arab will. He'll have your back before the Arab will. And that's not me promoting some kind of black-white unity. We just all become one. No, I'm just saying. I'm just being real. This in the context of America, you have a better chance of a fucking redneck having your back than the goddamn Arabs or Palestinians. That is just the reality. But I'm gonna stop ranting for today. I'm gonna make more videos pretty soon. It's gonna be a little bit better. The videos gonna get better in quality each day. Right now I just needed to get it out the way and be, you know, proactive. So thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and wasn't too long for you and it wasn't too all over the place. Thank you. Have a great day.